Hello, survivors, and welcome to another Nordic Ashes video. In today's video, we are back on the beta. We are doing a daily challenge for everyone. It is Talkor this day, today, and we have a really cool blessing for him where we gain gold every time we kill an elite. We get 10 gold and 50 gold for defeating the bosses. We will defeat 3 bosses, so that's 150 extra gold for free. We go for area of effect. We take max area, max damage, max attack speed, and 3 points in ultimate cooldown. And let's get into it now. The beginning of the run is always going to be the same for absolutely everyone. The items you're going to find and see are going to be the same. The only thing that might be different is your luck in breaking these chests. Like for me, I got 2 gold, which means that I am 2 gold up what everyone else would normally have. So what we're going to do is we're going to hope for another 5 gold somewhere, because we do need to spend 5 gold, and when you do get hit, you do lose 5 gold as well. So we actually sitting on 3 gold right now, which means we cannot take any damage whatsoever. But what we are going to be doing is focusing on getting ourselves to the kill shrine over here. It is a gold sack, or a sack of gold, and that's going to give us the 25 gold, and hopefully we can kill some of the elites that spawn before they kill us, and that's going to obviously give us a little bit more life as well as damage, because that's how Talkor works. The more gold you have, the more damage you deal. Now, the reason we go for the slingshot first and use up that juicy gold in the beginning is actually because of the damage it deals. The damage that your coins deal is not high enough to really keep you alive or deal enough damage to the enemies, and therefore you need to grab yourself that early slingshot just for the damage, because otherwise you're going to be in a very, very bad spot. So as you can see, we're now on 38 gold. We're in a much better spot. We are going to grab the power of gold first. That's going to give us extra buffs. As you can see, we now get a whole lot over here, and at the 45 or 48 gold we land up getting quite a bit more, and that's just going to give us that little bit more damage. We do get 25 gold over here as well from our upgrade, so that's fantastic. I mean, from the sack of gold, and that's going to put us in a fantastic spot. So now we can grab glowing coin, and then of course the usual, we're going to wait for the points to put into our ultimate so we can start getting some random upgrades, runes, chests, whatever the case may be. What else we could do is spend some points into the slingshot, but now we don't really need to even worry about it, and we will come back for this mirror because we will be grabbing it later on in the game. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the 99 gold tree upgrade for this run, so we will cap ourselves out at 99 gold in terms of pickup off the floor. But as long as we keep killing all of these elites that spawn, we'll still be getting a lot of gold. And as you can see, we are on 93 gold already, and we're just going to be in a fantastic spot over here. So the beginning of the run is the hardest, just getting the sack of gold as well as killing those first 3 elites. But as long as you don't take any unnecessary damage, so 1 hit from an enemy here, then you are in a fantastic spot. Obviously, moving out of the kill shrine if necessary is also a possibility, like I had to do. And then if you do land up getting hit by these random projectiles, which are supposed to only have a 5% chance of spawning, but you know, RNG, because it's something that can hurt you, the 5% chance is just like massively increased to be a 1,000,000,000% chance. Anyway, some things you do want to look for is, one, you want to find yourself a gold ring, an XP ring, a gold XP ring, and the reason for that, well, it's not an XP ring, it's a gold magnet ring. The reason for that is we are going to be using the infinity bag later on. We are going to be waiting for the first ascension crystal, or the second one in this case, because that's going to open up the infinity bag, and the infinity bag is going to be sorry, it's not going to be opening up the infinity bag, it's going to be opening up the golden statue. And because we're going to be having so much cooldown as well as effective probability, that's going to open up a lot of gold on the floor for us to pick up. So having the you know, the infinity bag and then the gold coin combo is going to put us well over 1,500 coins. And then, I mean, we also have the mirror sitting there, and that's going to help increase that even more. So, well, we should hit, hopefully trying to hit 2,000 coins this run. We'll see what it's like. This is expert, so, you know, it isn't too difficult to get. But because we don't have, you know, the gold drop as well as things like that, it does make it that little bit more difficult to get gold. But we should be in a fantastic spot. We do have our level 3 ultimate now, so that's going to give us upgrades for free, so we don't have to worry about the shop too much. And now we're just going to chill, just, you know, chilling, try and get as much XP now as possible, just for the upgrades in terms of the tree. There's nothing else that we really need. We do land up getting an XP fossil from one of the shrines after the next fight, so we do not need the XP over there. We do need the item attraction though. That would be handy to grab. It would be nice if we could pick up this gold. That's 15 gold just chilling on the floor over there, but unfortunately for the bigger picture of things, it's going to be better for us to just not have it right now. You can see we're on 151 gold. As long as our ultimate rolls the gold, or as long as we kill more elites, which it looks like we have 60 more gold to get from elites, so we'll be on 210 without anything else if we don't get hit. That's putting us in a very strong spot. And we did actually get Orglow's wand over here, or staff, which does actually put us into a good spot as well. Make sure we do keep this ring. We don't want to lose it. We don't want to use it accidentally right now either, because we are going to be using it later on, and it's going to come in handy much later in the run. I say much later, but it's not that much later. It's just a bit later when we've actually got the infinity bag and we are able to pull off the huge gold heist. Now also remember that there's no point in us selling any of these. There is no shop, so we don't need extra gold or anything like that, and they only do give us gold. And because we don't have the 99 gold tree thing, every time we sell a relic, it isn't going to give us money. It's actually just going to become like void. So no real reason to sell any of the relics regardless of whether or not we can use them, so don't really worry about that too much. Just worry about not getting hit by things and then spamming your ulti. Alright, so we did it in 20 minutes and 43 seconds previously. I do believe we can go a lot faster. Just depends on our luck against the rat, the scavenger rat over here. If we can kill him super quickly without any hassles, that would be really good. And then it's also the Ragnar fight. We do have to try and just get him done as quickly as possible. Also our luck with chests. So as long as we don't get a lot of chest pickups from our ultimate, that will also drop our time quite a bit. So that is some of the things that we're hoping for. Unfortunately, all this gold on the floor is going to be going to waste. We're not going to be using the infinite bag gold ring just yet. We are going to be waiting for our second ascension, and that's going to give us so much more gold on the floor. You will see as soon as we get it now from the ascension, you'll see how much more gold gets delivered on the floor. You could go for the golden statue first, but again, we're not going to be using the ring just yet, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's probably going to hurt you more because you're losing a lot of damage from the power of the gold, you know, that you get from having that extra damage and stats. So yeah, let's go now for this. We've got to quickly, you know, spend our points. We don't want to spend too much time in there. And now we're just going to go and hope for as much gold as possible and see where we can go from there. We do get, again, the XP fossil from levels, from shrines over here. So this shrine over here is the no, it's not. One of these shrines will be the XP fossil. I think it might be the gold shrine. Do we really want to spend our gold on that? We are going to go and do this shrine over here, the raid shrine, because that is going to be summoning elite monsters for us as well, which means, you know, extra money because the elites give us 10 gold per kill, and that's actually where the XP fossil was, so that's fantastic. Try and not get hit by these guys. They do like to jump in front of you. The shrine will always be Jotunheim, so just be careful. You are going to have these the same elites as everyone else. Try not to get hit like I just did. Try and stay safe, and you'll get yourself some free coins. Unfortunately, I'm 10 coins down because I just got hit twice. That just, you know, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. I mean, there is actually quite a lot we could have done about that. We could have been a bit more careful or played that a bit better than what we did. But in terms of everything else, as you can see, we get a lot of gold because, again, we get gold for all elites. So you do want to do the raid shrines, and we also get a lot of XP, which we won't be using just yet. And hopefully, nope, make sure we keep the gold ring over there. As you can see, there is a lot of gold on the floor, and it's just going to keep going up and up and up, and that's why we aren't too worried about it. We're going to try and pick it up at the very end of the run, just before Halvard the Destroyer gets spawned in, and then we'll pick up as much of the gold as possible using the infinity bag and the golden ring, and that should put us to about 700 plus gold, and then we'll have the gold from our boss kill, which is another 50, and then obviously we've still got the next shrine to do, the raid shrine, which will give us more gold, which is fantastic, and we've still got our ulti kind of giving us gold over there. Now, I'm not going to spend the 15 gold over here. I don't think it is necessary. We don't need the burning damage over here. We got more than enough damage coming from our coins themselves, and then we do have the Orglow staff as well as that. So just, you know, make sure you don't get hit so you lose gold unnecessarily. But otherwise, we're pretty much in the perfect spot that we want to be. Just go around killing things now, making sure you get as much of this gold as possible. Again, try not to get hit because that's 5 gold every time you do get hit. But otherwise, I think we will get quite a lot of gold once we fight the boss, which is going to be fantastic. We should hit a good amount from our gold ring, which is exactly what we are looking for. In terms of other items you could get, last time I did this we got Manny's bow from the ultimate. This time we got Orglow staff. Those don't really matter too much. You don't need to level them up or even worry about them too much. But if you do manage to get other weapons, they work just as well. That's, I mean, extra damage is damage, so it doesn't really matter. Just keep spamming your ultimate, hoping for relics more than weapons, because you can still get a lot of fire relics, which will help you deal more damage because of the glowing coins. Alright, and as you can see, there are a whack ton of coins on the floor over here. We could actually land up picking ourselves up the mirror before the fight, and that would be fine, but I don't know if we are in... Yeah, I don't know how many coins are on the floor. I wish you could tell, but I think we are in a fantastic spot over here, so let's make our way down. We'll kill these 3 elites and then use the infinity bag and the gold coin, and we should be in a fantastic spot. You do want to wait to use mirror after you've used the gold coin. I mean, after you've used the magnet, and that is because that it's going to double whatever money you have, and you're going to have more money that way. And then again, obviously, the more money you have, the more cooldown and effective probability we're going to have as well, because of just the way that all works. So here we go. We've got more than enough now. Let's go and use this. We're going to actually put points over here first. Fantastic. And then grab this. Use the coin that gave us 862 in total. That's quite a high amount, and then we should be on about 500 or 900 and something after the boss fight. I do just want to use our ultimate over here so that we can go and grab that. Perfect. We do take a little bit of damage, but we are sitting on 1700 coins now. So that's fantastic. It would be cool if we could somehow manage to get to 2000, but I'm not sure if we will be able to or not. Again, we do have Infinity Bag now, so we are able to pick up as much coins as we want, but we do need to just, you know, stay safe. There's 50 more gold from the kill over there, which is fantastic. Go there, pick that up, and let's just keep going. So last stretch, final stretch for us. I don't think there was anything relic-wise that we had to worry about in any of the shrines, but there is the kill shrine over here, which gives us another, you know, quite a lot of gold, because there is the treants that spawn, so it is going to be L-farm animals or L-farm enemies now. So we do just use our ulti as that spawns, and that's just going to keep us safe from any attack that may occur right in the very beginning. And that's going to give us another 50 free gold for absolutely free. You know, free gold is absolutely free. And then we just got to kill all of these elites over here. So just use our ulti over there just to keep us safe. We did pick up the goblet, which means we're going to be taking less damage from hits, which is good as well. That's fantastic. And as you can see, we are getting a lot of elites spawning from the raid shrine, which is fantastic because that's 10 gold per elite. I did not count how many elites there were, unfortunately, but we also got the 50 extra gold from the boss fight as well from the shrine. So very, very, very good to get these raid shrines, especially with the blessing that we get this day today with Talkor. So really, really fantastic strategy is to just make sure you do this raid shrine. So we are on 2000 gold. We did hit the marker that we wanted. That's fantastic. We're going to be doing so much damage. And then we also just, you know, can just chill over here with this and keep going from there. Now we've actually got, how many elites is it still? We've got 6 sets of elites, so that's 18. So that's still going to be 180 more gold that we can get. I mean, we're already sitting on 2060, which is fantastic. We're not too worried about duration. We're not worried about the infinity bag and all of that, because we did get the mirror as well as lucky enough to have had that gold coin. If you don't get the gold coin, then you can just you know, pick up the gold, or you grab yourself, maybe go for the duration orb instead of cooldown. It's much of a muchness, really. It's not too big of a deal. You don't need the 2000 gold to finish the game or the run. 250 gold or somewhere around there is more than plenty, and you should be able to get over 500 quite easily. But you know, we gotta go the extreme. We gotta get as much as possible over here, and as you can see, we are doing that. You probably could get a lot more, but that's all luck. It depends on what you roll with your ultimate as well. You could roll a lot more gold coins, or if I could roll more relics that give gold, like you can probably get the sack of gold. I don't actually know if Talkor's ultimate can roll it. I don't think it actually can. Oh, actually no, it can. So you could roll another 50 gold using his ultimate if you've got a decent RNG. And then even for damage, I think you are able to roll the not reset, because you're not really worried about resetting things, but you know, you do get the damage enhancers or the AoE enhancers or cooldown enhancers as well. And we do have a spare Ascension Crystal, so that would give us 100% increase to those stats. So that would be really, really good as well for Talkor going forward in terms of damage as well as gold. But they do give you a decent amount of weapons as well. Ragnar's sword over here as well can help you with damage if you needed it. But I don't think you do. I think you should be in a fantastic spot. Not being able to spend money in the shop is actually quite a useful thing to have in these challenges. It does, you know, make it a bit more RNG wise in terms of, oh, well, you know, you've got all this ulti RNG coming in, and you can actually land up being in trouble if you don't have a decent RNG or some form of RNG that gives you something better than just chests. But otherwise, as you can see, we are in 19 minutes 23 seconds with a Ragnar fight. It's a pretty good time, but I don't think we'll definitely beat the time we had. But his phasing is really long, unfortunately, during the fight. We're not going to use our ultimate again. We don't want to open up a chest, so let's just get him killed as quickly as possible. Here comes the last phase, and we just got to keep running around him. You could just run up and down. You don't have to run like around him. I just enjoy running around circles around him. It just makes it as well so that the coins do kind of focus on him as the boss. So there we go, just over 20 minutes, and we should be in a much better spot now on the leaderboard. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and always remember, keep safe survivors. Until next time, cheers.